Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the last hour here. All right,
And
we're about an hour and 20. About. Take it away. We just survived. Barely.
Wait, we're doing 4 hours, right? Total.
Yeah, we're about an hour and 20 minutes away from that 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
So we'll just continue through. No third break.
Okay.
Yeah. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. My daughter's asked me a question. I'm just texting her back real quick.
You're good.
I forgot.
But Anthony's putting that fire out.
Yeah, I'm putting the fire out.
Yeah, we can roleplay it while you figure it out. Well, I'm unconscious, but
Splash.
it would have been hilarious if you actually had water and then like Scott got just like
Threw it on my. Yeah, he's just like, oh.
What's Varys doing? Like after you saved me, I guess.
I guess I would. Where are we? Okay, we're in here. I would have moved you onto the couch and laid you down.
Cool. I'll toss myself over there.
Yeah. And I guess
Brown chicken, brown cow.
I would.
I'd
walk out and check and see if anything's on fire, and if and kind of help put out the flower. Fire.
You can put out the flower.
I go stamp on all the flowers around the house.
Yeah.
I'm so angry. This is how I pout.
Yeah,
so,
but
you
you guys are able
to
put that fire out. Yeah. Umber's laying on the couch.
Yeah, he put me on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I go inside the house and check on the prisoner, even though I already pretty much know he's dead.
Should we loot some of those guys?
His throat's like totally gone. This thing like just like ripped into his throat.
Yeah. Before, did you ask me, like in game, to loot the people or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
In game. Yeah.
Well, be careful looting them. Remember what happened last time?
Did they explode?
When we were taking off, I think it was his mask or something, or the belt. One of us got shocked. I think it was me, actually.
Yes.
So
maybe it's better we just leave him alone.
Did
you find anything after you got buzzed?
Well, I got this wand. Pull out the wand. I don't know how to use it, but I got it. Stuff it back in my
somebody
bag.
in the eye with it.
I was gonna try to tame the dog with it, but that thing needs to be put down. I can pull it out and say like sit or something, but I don't know. Some weird magic or whatever. Yeah. So I guess I don't know. We could rifle through. I don't know. I'd stay away from their belts and their masks. But if there's anything else we can loot, anything loose on them, maybe pockets.
They've got those knives, those daggers that they had.
Yeah, I'll scoop up some daggers. I'll scoop up some daggers and see if I can find the one that.
Same.
Yeah, each one of them's got 2 daggers. They've got that rod with that strange copper wrapped around it there around the tip. And yeah, I mean aside from that, they just got what they're wearing. They didn't seem to have anything else.
Can I grab?
Can I make an
let's
Arcana
say.
check on those daggers?
Do what?
An Arcana check on those daggers to see if I can understand their.
I think it's the rod maybe that you're talking about with the wire on it.
Rod.
Yeah.
Arcana check on the rod.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check on the rod.
16.
Yeah, you have no idea what's up with this rod.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be magical in any sort. It's definitely nothing like you've ever like heard of, or you don't recognize any of the craftsmanship as being something magical.
There was one more thing I want to do, and then I'll let you see which direction these guys came from, just by like their footprints.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Yeah.
Or perception or survival.
Either one, whichever one.
Go with perception. Pick perception.
Gone so well.
They're both bad. They're both bad.
They're both pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks like well, even with that perception's good enough. You can see they came out of the barn, you know, invisible or you know, predator armor type thing doesn't seem to stop them from making footprints. They came out of that barn.
Can you ping the barn?
Here.
Oh, that barn? Okay.
Yeah, they came out of the barn there.
Oh, yikes. Has anybody been in the barn?
Yeah, and if we go in there, does it look like there were people hanging out in there?
Oh, God. The doors are closed. The doors are locked.
No. Please tell me there's not duty everywhere.
What if there's more people in there? The doors are just shut. I cannot get in there.
I don't know. I just looted.
It's open.
Oh,
It's open now.
Now there's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing in there.
You can open the doors easily. I can open that door for you too.
There were like dudes hanging out in there?
There were dudes hanging out in there.
Not anymore.
They're no longer hanging out in there, but
They are dead.
there's like there's definite signs that people were hanging out in there. There's like, you know, buckets like turned and stuff for like sitting on. Looks like they were sleeping in the hay in the where the horses were. There's some provisions laying about, like, you know, food.
Okay.
So are we taking a short rest right now?
I'll scoop up some of the food, and then, yeah, we should...
Yeah, you should definitely take a short rest.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that up.
Short rests. What does that mean for key? Does that replenish key points?
We can look. I'll look it up.
Short rest is roll hit dice, though. Or you
Yeah.
can hit dice.
Yeah, I don't know how to macro that.
So I'm up to... on your character sheet in the middle column, it just says hit dice. You just click the word hit dice.
Yeah, I got it.
Finish a short
Yeah.
or long rest.
So you guys get your key points back.
We get both? Okay.
And I only get my spell slots back after a long, so...
When I wake to, like when I come to, do
Mhm.
I just go to 1 hit point, and then if I want to spend my hit dice?
Yep.
Which I will. I'll use both. So I'll be at 14 total. Okay. Cool.
Dylan pulls that body off the horns. Fluffy is like, all this death for just killing that prisoner? What have you boys found yourselves in?
Yeah, I have no idea. Why would they send all that for this one guy? And we didn't learn anything, except for we kind of slightly tuned that machine, we think. I don't know. I was just kind of saying that out loud. I don't know if I was saying it to anyone directly.
I guess. Yeah. I have no idea.
Seems like a lot of effort to kill one man.
It was a lot of effort, so they did not want him to tell us something.
But he chose not to tell us anyway.
He's dead.
Well,
He can't tell us now. I guess there's no reason to dwell upon it, really. We got to figure out how to get this stone in this music box to play.
Yeah, so we should put it back in the machine, correct? The device.
You can put the stone in the machine.
Yeah.
Unless you're putting it back in the box, yeah.
Yeah, put it in the back in the machine and then retune it and see what's happening here.
All right, I press the gem up into the machine, try to tune it to where it's its brightest.
Okay.
I take the music box, I guess that's what we're calling it, and I is there any place? I guess I would just set it.
Near.
Is there anywhere around there that looks like it would be I could possibly connect it to, or are there any? This is tough. Anyone else have any ideas?
I think I have an idea on what it is, yeah. But I'll wait until I'm told I'm awake.
You're awake.
You're awake. Yeah,
we took short, right? We
Well, I
took
didn't
short
know
rest.
like
So
how
took a
long
short
it was
rest,
going to be
you're awake.
until I was actually like.
it's usually 1 to 4 hours. You roll that, but we already took a short rest, so you're
Sure,
up.
cool.
Yeah.
So I when I walk in, or when I'm just kind of like resting, maybe a little bit,
Camera went sideways.
maybe a little bit like out of it, but I say I think it's
You draw a pattern.
the brighter it goes is where the transmission is coming,
Like a W.
or where there may be another stone or something. But we're spinning it and it gets lighter in certain directions. But
Yes.
we're not picking up the transmission. We're not picking up any sounds like before. But the only thing that it could possibly be, I think, is if it's pointing us to the direction of where they might be broadcasting from.
That was a similar thought of what I had.
Seemed to be brighter going towards Emberfall. But every person we've asked has no idea about Emberfall or what's happening inside of it. So
Perhaps it has something to do with the mine.
the mine, or do you think maybe the cave?
What? The mine, the cave, yeah.
Well,
No, not the cave, the mine.
the mine from the shorter and shorters.
Well, it's pointed towards Emberfall, and I don't think Emberfall is where the signal's coming from. The cave is close, or the mine is closer to the Emberfall. So
I pick up one of the rods as he's talking to me, and I kind of look at it. I don't want to investigate in the term of like how does it work, but do I know like what's wrapped around it? Like you told us it was copper wiring, but like would Umber know that that's what it is?
I imagine you know what copper is.
Yeah, you would know what copper wire is. I mean,
Okay.
people, you wouldn't know like modern uses for copper wire, but
Sure,
I mean, people
yeah,
use
yeah.
it for decorative stuff. So I mean, yeah, you're definitely able to.
And I've been
You
hit by
recognize
it,
it's
right?
copper
Like I've been
wire.
hit by a rod that has this wiring around, and like I feel like a jolt,
Yeah.
so I can kind of surmise that it's powerful in some way. So I kind of like look at it and I say, well, the copper has to come from somewhere. Copper is typically mined, correct? Seems like perhaps this might be where they're getting it from. We don't know of any other mine besides Short and Shorter.
I feel like it's just another guess. We don't have any real evidence, but the only way we're gonna get anything for that one is traveling towards the mine, or
But the mine's collapsed. We might have to find a different entrance.
well, maybe we can get a strong signal for the music box just at the entrance of the mine.
You
That's
mean
a good idea.
take the box, take the stone to the entrance of the mine to see if we pick up another
Yes.
transmission?
Because the last transmission, we got a faint transmission from when we pointed it back towards the cemetery.
True. It's less strong there, which is strange considering the message was much clearer when we were there, but it could have just been happenstance. We have no idea how this works.
No idea.
Like I said, the only way we're gonna find this out is if we travel there, and I'd rather expend any other ideas if anyone has anyone that we can do here right now before we make the trek towards the mine.
And I look over to Dome and I say, "Do you have any idea of what this could be? Have you heard of this? Anything like this in your travels? Any people like this?"
That's a good question, and I will roll like an intelligence check,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can roll a history check.
history check. Well, it's the same thing. 13.
Nothing like this ever in your travels.
Okay.
They just point me where to go, and I fight them.
And you've never fought anyone like this.
And you do one hell of a job fighting. I saw the mayhem you did out there. I didn't see any of it, but holy hell! And that boar.
Yeah, you guys heard 2 claps of thunder.
That fucking
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I thought it was them for a second. I didn't realize there was you. That was quite impressive.
Thank you.
But back to the
Yeah,
task
I
at
mean,
hand.
I've put up the regional map, so it's like, I mean, you guys are here in Dokes. Let me ping it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I mean, so it's like, towards Emberfall is like a fairly large region.
Yeah.
It could be coming from anywhere up in that area. I mean,
Yeah, it could
Emberfall,
be like
in a
here,
mountain.
over here, over here. What is this right here? What's this place?
Could be in the mountains.
Is that
That's
Sistine?
Sistine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Sistine.
Yeah.
So the
That's
more,
where we're getting the
but the
faint
more like
signal.
northeast we put it, the better like signal we had.
But I'm just saying, the mine's
Oh,
very close.
I'll put the smaller map back up there. The travel map.
what was the guy's name in Sistine? Michael, like Angelico or something?
Like, yeah.
Angelo Michelson.
Angelo Michaels.
I have a question as far as
He's the
That
guy that
cave-
painted the ceiling at the Sistine Chapel.
the farm and the cave we went to. Where's that in relation?
The farm in the cave?
Yeah, where we first
Yeah.
where we
That was
first
off the
investigated.
rut road, right? So it was more north.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
where is it? Was it past the
Not past the mine.
Like out around here, not past the mine, but like in between Emberfall and the mines, like probably closer on the mine side. To
You mean like right here area? Like right there?
Okay, with that
yeah, I'm
knowledge
looking.
being
Oh,
known,
yeah, I'm looking at the wrong map. I moved the ribbon, but I didn't move myself. But yes, where you were
Okay,
pinging.
Okay.
with that
Yeah.
being closer to Emberfall, that is where I'd think to bring the music
So-
box as well.
Yeah.
Is back to that cave.
I'd say I think this is a good. It's really the only idea we have. I think if we do pick up a transmission, hopefully it'll be clear. If we don't, I think we go back to the cave we had originally found ourselves in, and to see if we can find ourselves a way into
So-
these caves.
So then this device was built to use the stone to see where you would find a transmission. This is what you think.
Well, what
That
we,
is our
Yes.
hypothesis.
what we know is that what was this guy's name?
The
Who created
tinkerer guy.
the Tinker guy?
The Tinker guy's name was something Gimbal.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, yeah.
Gamble.
We know
So-
that Gimbal created this based off of what the prisoner told us.
Yeah.
It seems that it would only make logical sense that he would create something to help find more of these, or where he could perhaps learn more, or talk with the people who helped him come up with the idea. But everything, they wanted this place, and they decided
well,
to
somebody-
bring
somebody wanted to track down these transmissions.
and
Right.
we believe that the message that we heard in Sistine said all forces stand down and await further orders. Well, we came here to Dokes,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
orders seemed to be given. So there was a transmission that happened at some point to tell them to fight, unless they just made a
Sure.
call. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say that was that transmission. I don't think that these were people that were sent here specifically to watch this place in case we return.
but maybe they could have followed us from before, or they could have done something.
They could be the ones receiving these transmissions, and this gimbal guy could have been trying to search them out. Like he could have been against them. He could have been working with them and trying to enhance their transmission. I don't
They're
know.
definitely working with whoever is behind this.
Why would they kill?
Right. Whoever's behind it, yeah. But I'm saying this gimbal built, it's still unknown whether he was with them or against them. Right?
I don't.
The way I perceive
I mean,
it, he could
it
be out of
could
the way.
be.
We don't know.
Maybe he found something
I
that allowed them
assumed
to
that he stumbled upon it
tap.
Right.
Maybe he
So maybe he was trying to stop
in his
them.
tinkering,
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
and then
maybe he found a way to listen in on, or they wanted the info and he wasn't willing to sell it to them. The equipment. I don't know. Either way, I think short and shorter is the place to go, and then we move on from there if we don't get anything. I think it's the smarter place,
Oh, like the mines,
like the mines.
like where we should have gone day one.
Yeah, but you guys have just been messed up.
No, they tried to. I tried so many ways.
Yeah,
There were a bunch of people who you had to
Did not
save.
go to the
I
mines.
don't know. Your argument was never good.
It wasn't. I was
So,
gonna go help them.
yeah.
Small.
Maybe
They asked you to do one thing. They were like, "Hey, bring these miners back to town
Yeah,
so they can get some rest."
that was it.
They got
That's
a
right.
rest, the eternal rest, you know.
They did,
Oh.
except Sandy.
Except Sandy.
Sandy's all right. Sandy's recuperating.
But hey, at least the cart wasn't destroyed, right? That cart. Think of how much that cart has helped us.
There's still a lot of
That's
good
true.
things.
We would have to be traveling like was that 1, 2,
Yeah, who
3,
knows?
4.
You know that
5,
as I'm
6,
riding along on Fluffy, I'm just like, nice cart.
It's a beautiful cart.
So I think
Alright.
we head our way to the mines.
Sure.
Before we do, does anyone have any idea before? Because I don't want to be like, oh, we missed something. Let's come back. Oh, I'll go like that. Is there any
Yeah,
ideas?
here.
I got nothing.
All right, it's off to shorter and shorter.
Other than if the device, like, to point the devices in all known directions and like plot anything, like plot what the brightness of the gem is in any given direction.
I think we only had it glow bright, pointed in Emberfall's direction
Uh-huh.
ish, and then
Dimmer.
back towards Sistine. There was one, a very dim
That's it.
glimmer.
Just those two.
Yeah, I mean there were other dim glimmers.
There were
I mean,
other
there were some
glimmers.
places where, there were some
Really
places
wanna
where
plot
it was
this.
like completely dead. The dim glimmer towards Sistine was probably a little, brighter than most of the others, with the exception of the one towards the Emberfall area.
Right. Worth noting or not?
I mean,
You were the one that was like, "Hey, can you think of anything before we leave?" And now I thought of
You
one
can,
other
you can,
thing.
you can.
No, I don't care. Let's go. Let's get on the car and
Yeah.
let's roll.
I mean, I think that it'd be weird if we went to places that were like super dim compared to, I don't know.
Yeah, just to keep note though.
You just said not yet, so that you didn't have to come back.
No, we don't do that. But we do.
Your
We
main
do.
thing was-
We do remember the Sistine one.
That's rough.
Let's do it.
So we go through
Jump on the
Emberfall.
cart. Jump
Hang
on
on,
the
hang on.
cart. Are we stopping it?
He's like, hang on,
Yeah, are you
hang on,
gonna
you're gonna
stop?
die.
No.
Are you going to
Oh.
stop it? Are you stopping in Emberfall?
I don't see why not. Or I mean, I don't see why.
Oh shit! What do you roll?
Dome, you've been checking these things out, like trying what's magical, what's not, and stuff like that. None of this stuff is magical, but it does seem like your dwarven ability to, like, put shit together, I guess, not as good as Gnome's ability.
Sure.
But you're looking at the stuff and you feel like it's probably going to be fairly easy to take some of this stuff apart, if and like possibly bring it with you for further study.
So, like, some of the stuff that's in the room that's on fire?
Yeah, well, it's no longer on
Fire
fire. But
Yeah, that
Sure, yeah,
room.
you can grab some of their stuff.
So, yeah, I take some of that and strap Fluffy. Or in the car.
yeah, I mean, there's the however the gnome like put together that like spinning wheel thing and the those dishes on top, like
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it looks like it's fairly easy to take apart.
So could it be reassembled in like the back of the cart? Right. We could have like a mobile triangulation.
You might not be able to put it together on back of the car. That might take like some more. That might be more of like a gnome kind of like a tinkering job. But I mean, like
Sure,
You could take it
looking at
apart.
this stuff, you see it's like fairly modular, like taking it apart.
Just
Okay.
real quick, could we have told the dude that's in charge of Dokes, at least the law enforcement there, that what went down, just so they're not just like, why the hell are there a whole bunch of dead people at this gnome's house?
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Just because that would kind of be a little weird.
Yeah, you guys are just outside of the village proper.
In my mind,
so-
like we come city, we like flash our badges. Like
Mhm.
I'm a soldier, and then Niffin's character also flashes. I'm a soldier. Our rank is
Investigator. Got that little.
Yeah, he's got a badge. Yeah.
We all flashed our badges.
This is he's a fire dancer. These are entertainment.
Umber is a dancer. But
Got a little bow tie, flaming bow tie.
yeah, as you guys are heading through Dokes, like the constable's like sitting in a chair. He's kind of like leaning back against the wall of the little constable station there. And he sees you guys look probably pretty beat up, and you got some smoke on you and stuff, and he just kind of gives you an eye.
So apparently, they set a ambush for us at the estate, the gnome's place. There's a few dead bodies over there. You might want to see to that.
A few dead bodies, you say?
Yeah, be careful about taking their masks off. I don't know. And they have like a belt that seems to possibly, I forget which one, but it may give you a shock if you try to take them off.
He kind of gives you that poodle look. He kind of like tilts his head to one side, like, what are you going on about there, boy?
We got attacked. We killed the people.
Who attacked you? Was it
the people that were the you know what? The less you know, the better.
Uh-huh.
Because that's as much as we know.
A dog exploded.
A dog exploded.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You them folk what come down last time from Emberfall.
That is correct.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and our prisoner died. That sucked.
That the guy you took out here last time?
Yeah, apparently his buddies came and killed him.
With the dog.
The dog that exploded.
With a really long tongue.
Yeah. He tried to trip us with it.
He did trip me.
Uh-huh.
Thing's disgusting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just giving you a warning of what went down over there. Just so you know.
Well,
we're gonna head back to Emberfall.
All right. If I have any questions, I suppose maybe I could send a messenger up there to ask.
Yeah.
Sheriff Wilson told me that you were investigating the Dolby's death there. So I mean,
yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
You say the dog exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, I did hear a couple of some thunder. Don't look like rain. Was that the dog exploding?
That was, yeah.
Okay.
He did light the house on fire after he exploded, but I put that out.
Uh-huh. He knocks on the door to the constable station there, like as he stands, like a couple guys come out. He's like, let's head down to Dolby's place. All right, if we have any questions, I guess we'll send you a fall.
And like I said, be careful of their masks and their belts. They'll shock you.
You hear that, boys? He says, be careful of the masks and the belts and the exploding dog.
Douse yourself in water before you
I don't think the dog will explode again, but you just be careful. Wear gloves.
Yeah, no, the dog wouldn't explode again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nif, there's a dog behind you.
You'll see, he's a robot dog.
He might explode.
Watch out for the tongue.
And they set off like towards Dolby Gimble's house.
All right, so we're going towards Emberfall. Do we want to stop in Emberfall and possibly get a rest?
You guys are all pretty much max health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's roll in.
I'd like to get stepped down.
Yeah, let's
I'm
roll.
going to see this out to the end.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
On to the road.
I don't want to die so soonly.
Soonly?
Soonly, it's a word. Look it up.
Is it?
We got to kill Scott's character here.
No.
Yeah,
he's gonna discover the secret and then join the side and become, a villain.
Or we can just trap him in the mine.
You hear that laugh? That was a.
Yeah.
Oh, how did he know?
Villainous laugh.
All right. So let's go to, I guess, short and shorter.
Yeah.
All right, so you're heading to the mines.
Yeah, on the cart.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
With
pass
the mines
you,
cart.
I have the box in my lap, just watching it, making sure if it does anything, I notice it, even if like a dim light or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it flickers now and then. It gets a little stronger as you're approaching Emberfall. I'd say by the time you start, you're heading down the road after you pass Emberfall, you pass by the Dolan's farm there. They're hanging out like outside, and they kind of wave. They look a little nervous, but they wave.
Wait, so what about time out? Before we go any further, what about the cave? Right? Didn't you say something about further deep into the cave?
Mm-hmm. No, we're gonna check both these places out.
We're going to the mines first.
Yeah,
Cave second.
that's what I think Bacon said.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
We just got to
it's
stick our heads
early-
in, pretty much.
Yeah, it's early evening when you get to the mining camp. Things seem to be back in business. I mean, they're still fixing some of the stuff that had gotten broken during the earthquake. But there are there are miners going in. Some of them are carrying heavier tools than others. Like some of them are carrying large pieces of wood and pieces of rail to fix some of the the rails for the mine carts.
Okay.
And the foreman's standing there. The foreman's a pretty bulky dwarf named Samuels.
Hmm.
Anthony, you
probably
you've worked
know
with
him.
I was
Samuels.
gonna say
Yeah.
Anthony.
You've worked with Samuels. He was to bring the the miners back to town. He's the foreman there.
Oh.
Maybe we shouldn't lead with him or lead with.
He probably bears you no ill will.
Yeah. Until he figures
Yeah,
out
but
what
I-
happened.
But I still feel like super. So, I guess as I pull up, we just say, "Oh, hey, Samuel."
Yeah, Anthony, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. You know, the old man, they let me use his cart to travel for a few days here. So we just need to come up here and maybe get in these mines a little bit.
So you're not here on business, or are you? I'm not sure what you're saying.
Sort of, yeah, yes. It's his business. We are on an investigation. It's sort of official.
What are you investigating?
Oh, just murders.
Murders.
Murders. And,
Yeah. There was
and,
some. We're
bad-
looking at
bad
a
people.
suspect that worked at the mine. He may be tied with the murder of the gnome that we were investigating.
Would that be Dwiffit? I heard you guys had to kill him down.
Sorry,
You cut out right when you said Dwiffid. Very ominous.
Oh yeah. I was wondering if that was Dwiffit you talked about. Is this your suspect? I heard you guys had to put him down.
Oh,
Binky, Anthony's here. He's investigating
well, we
with
really
his friends here.
didn't want to kill him. We really didn't.
Oh no, I heard he was batshit crazy. That druid lady.
Yes, I feel terrible for what has happened to your.
I hear Sandy's gonna pull through. Okay.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Minky, isn't that what you heard? Sandy's gonna pull. He's
So-
Minky is a gnome. He's like an assistant foreman,
Okay.
and Minky seems like he's really too busy, and he looks really annoyed every time Samuel calls over to him.
Like rolls his eyes.
So,
Yeah.
Like they're picking his fingers with a knife.
So, so you don't mind if we poke around here with our little doodad we got?
You're gonna poke around with a doodad. Minky! They've got a doodad to investigate the murders. They're gonna poke you
You
around.
want to ask Minky if he will put the. If you take a look at our.
What are you
device,
saying to me? What?
You want to ask Minky if he'll put our device together and see if that gives us some readings? He's a gnome.
So you brought those pieces with
Yeah.
you? Yeah. We could do that.
He's like,
Yeah,
well,
we do have a doodad. A couple doodads, actually.
But let's first take it and see if we can get a reading.
Okay. Yes. Do you mind if we come in with our instruments and get a reading?
well, go ahead. Just stay out of the dead man shaft. It's still really unstable. Minky, make sure they don't go in the dead man shaft.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
So we do
Let's
that.
go.
Yeah, we hop off the cart and I'd sort of lead the way
Mm-hmm.
through the entrance to the mines.
Yeah, Minky is
It's like an elevator, wasn't it? Was that something? I feel like early on, we talked about how it was set up.
yeah, there's a bit of an elevator. It's like mule powered and stuff.
Okay.
You know, Minky stops giving instructions to some guys who are there. Comes over and he's just like, "Hello, fellows. What's going on, Anthony? What are you doing?"
Oh, this guy.
Samuel said something about a device and a murder.
Yeah, it's really all unfortunate business. But we have this gem and we pick up signals apparently from this gem/box gadget, and we're just trying to figure out if there might be a signal around here.
Okay, here at the mines.
Or in the mines.
In the mines. Well, I suppose if you want to go into the mines, I mean, just make sure.
Just make
Just
sure
make
what?
sure what?
Make sure everyone wears hard hats.
Oh,
It's
okay.
still a little unstable, and
Yeah.
there have been a couple of minor tremors, like deep down.
Sure.
And just stay out of Dead Man Shaft.
Yeah. That's deadly shaft. Would this elevator carry us all down? Or do we need to go in pairs or something?
It's not going to carry. It probably wouldn't carry your boar.
Yeah, he's not coming.
All right, the board can stay up
He
here with the
doesn't-
cart.
I'm actually.
The mines are no place for.
Oh,
a
you don't
boar.
Well, I'm
The
going.
dwarf might not want to go down.
I'm going.
Oh, the dwarf's coming.
The mines are no place for a boar, even as one so brave as Fluffy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the elevator should hold 4. It shouldn't. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean,
Okay.
we usually put 10 at a time on there.
All right, so I grab a hard hat and shuffle onto the elevator.
He gives instructions to a couple of the dwarves that seem to be like the ones working the elevator as well as doing some other stuff. Like they're running other like gnomish contraptions that do things probably like vent, air down there and such. And he's like, let them down, and when they ring the bell, make sure you bring them back up. Yeah, whatever.
I guess I grab a hard hat as well.
Are we heading
Safety
down?
first.
Yeah,
Safety
safety, exactly. Safety first. He points at a sign. It's written in common, gnomish, and dwarf. It says safety first.
Different versions. Yeah.
There have been 2 days since our last accident.
Dead man's shaft.
All right. Step onto the shit.
So now what? What are we doing now?
We're on the elevator.
Who's got the box? What
I
about
do.
that box? See if it's talking yet.
What's in that
I got the box.
Is it
It's
talking
right
yet?
here. I don't
Does it say
know.
anything?
All right, so the elevator starts taking you down. Like these guys have got these mules on, almost like a treadmill kind of thing, and the elevator starts going down. You go down about 70 feet to the base of the mine. There's some guys like working and stuff. Mostly, like I said, it looks like they're really just making repairs to the support struts, things like that. They're not doing a lot of actual mining at the moment. There's a lot of guys like working around you.
Yeah. I don't know, I kind of shake my head as we get down here. And I was like, this is a strange, place to pick up a signal like this. You would think you'd want to be out in open sky.
Depends on maybe where it's transmitting from. Who knows? Maybe you get better signal underground.
Maybe.
Maybe we just continue forward.
Yeah, I kind of imagine like we just
we're just
box and like
We just
walking
walk
through the
around
mines.
looking at the box. See if
Kind
it
of.
does anything.
Yeah, because there's no one we can ask really. Like,
Yeah.
hey, have you heard a box signal around here? No.
yeah.
The 3 shafts like closest to you at the moment are the Dead Man Shaft, which you've been like. There's like big signs like posted like saying "Keep out, dangerous." There's the Iron Hole Shaft and the Golden Boy Shaft.
So we gotta go down Dead Man Shaft, obviously.
Yeah.
Which
I
shaft?
want to investigate that, right?
That's where, like, if there's a transmission, like, that's where it's gonna be coming from.
From
So there's-
from which one? I missed
From
it.
Dead Man Shaft.
Dead Man Shaft.
So you said
Yeah.
there's two paths
Three
right now.
3.
Oh, 3. Okay. So I go to
3
each.
if you include
each-
the Dead Man Shaft.
Okay, I go to each one and like
Mm-hmm.
at the opening of
See
each
if it
one with the
brightens
box
up.
and see which one's brightest.
Okay.
Yeah, anything.
The brightest one. None of them are bright.
None of them are bright at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't even light
I
up.
looked at you. You go down like the Golden Boy Shaft. Nothing.
No.
Iron Hole Shaft. Nothing. Dead Man Shaft. Nothing. There is like a young dwarf kind of standing next across, and he's like, "So what are you guys doing? What are you doing? You shouldn't be anywhere near the Dead Man Shaft. What are you doing? An investigation?"
That's exactly what we're doing.
How did you know?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I heard someone
He-
say investigation.
He probably saw the
Yeah,
Your
what's
badge, your sweet badge.
what's in the box?
Nobody looks at your badge.
nothing's in the box.
What's in the box?
It's none your concern.
Okay. All right. Just make sure you stay out of that Dead Man Shaft, though.
Dude,
It's pretty dangerous.
How dangerous?
Well, I mean, there've been a couple of other, collapses down in there. I mean, nobody's working it. It was closed before for a reason. Before Mr. Garrick decided to reopen it. It's a dangerous place. I don't even know why he insisted that we start digging there again. I mean, I'm fairly young. I wasn't here.
No, well,
when
we were
those first things happened.
we were actually sent here in their cart. They sent us up here to investigate and the stability of this Dead Man Shaft and the if it's viable for future use.
Don't you drive the cart?
I do, but
And you're
they,
checking for.
they assigned me this task this morning, and they said take the cart, take your investigator friend, and go up there. That's why we're here.
All right. Well, at least you have that dwarf with you.
And we got the hard hats.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the hard hats. Well, I mean, if half the mountain comes down on your head, I mean, I don't know how protective that hard hat will be, but yeah, you've got the hard hats.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. I guess. I mean, I'm not authorized to like stop you or arrest you. I was just warning you. All right.
All right.
Have a good day.
Okay, thanks.
Don't kick any of the struts that are still,
Right.
there. We don't want that.
Okay. We'll be sure not to kick anything.
Yeah, don't kick anything.
All right. Well, I'm thoroughly confused. I don't know if we should go down there or.
we start
No,
walking
no.
down. Light the torch, man.
I don't think we should go down there.
I don't know, man.
This place, so we're not we're not getting any reading.
All right. There's no readings on any of these places. What are we doing, investigator man?
I think
I don't know. They
I
wouldn't
think
let me
we
see.
need
They wouldn't let me
to.
see what was in the box. They said they're authorized to go down there. I don't know. What do I care? They got hard hats. That's what they said.
Well, we're not picking up any readings from here, guys. So we could check out
Cave?
the cave
Cave is the only other point of interest that we haven't.
that we know of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And I
they
say,
smell
unless.
so bad.
And I like look down the shaft.
Just gonna jump down
I
there.
was like, unless.
I think it's
Yeah, I don't want to
named-
lose the box. I'd send you down there, but I don't want to lose the box with you. That'd be terrible. So
Mr. Blackstone had warned Mr. Garrick not to read. I don't know why you need to go down there. No, I don't know. No, they didn't bring lunch.
No, they didn't bring lunch.
No canaries. I don't know.
Umber, stop eavesdropping.
Oh,
Pay
sorry.
attention.
All right, so back to the cave then. Let's go.
And then
Yeah, I guess we
you
should
guys
get
are
out
coming out already?
Yep.
Yeah,
All
it looks like it has potential. It needs a few things, but I think they can maybe use it in the future. Just
Well,
walk-
I think
walk past.
Mr. Blackstone. I'm pretty sure he's been talking to Mr. Garrick, and I believe that they're planning on Mr. Blackstone would just like to shut the whole thing down. He wants to do a controlled cave in and close it forever. Mr. Garrick's still kind of fighting him on it though, but hey, just so long as you got hard hats and you're not dead.
I have a question.
When that
Why does he
happens,
want to
yeah.
keep it open? What does he get out of it?
Who?
What are
Mr.
you
Garrick?
mining? Yeah,
Yeah.
what are you mining down there?
It used to be there used to be obsidian and stuff like that. It used to be called the Blackstone Shaft until
People died.
until a lot of people died like a long time ago, and it's just been kept closed. Recently, I'm not sure why. I mean, recently, he decided to reopen it.
What is the use of the obsidian? The main use. What do you guys who do you sell it to?
I just mine it, sir.
You don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Well, have a good day. Let's get out of here, guys.
Okay.
You
All
should
right.
you should really learn your supply chain, sir. I just want.
He just told me to learn my supply chain. Can you believe that? That's the guy that drives the cart, isn't it?
Oh man.
I love the other conversations going on. It's great.
Yeah, that's but like only one side of it. We don't know.
Yeah, you're not even sure who he's talking to. Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody like when you saw him, there was like facing him.
He's just
There was
like
nobody.
facing a wall talking. He's like, they told me this. What's terrible? How dare they? All right. So I guess we go toward out of the mine,
Out of the mine, back to the cave.
back to the cave,
Yeah,
or to the cave. Yeah.
Well, you ring the bell and the elevator like pulls you back up. They've got like they lower the carrots in front of the mules on the treadmills and by the time you guys come out, it is now dark.
God, just so you know, darkness around Emberfall is not so good.
I don't know
Is
what that
it?
means.
It's dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
It's dark.
Yeah, every time we're out at night, bad shit happens.
We can stay in the camp, the mining camp. The
Honestly-
cave's not that far,
Yeah,
and we
it's
know
not
we cleared
far.
out the front of the cave. We could stay in the cave if we needed to.
It's not that far.
It's covered in shit, though.
This is very smelly.
It might not be anymore.
What do you
It
think?
probably
Someone
still
came and
stinks. Yeah,
the
clean.
maids
cave.
came and cleaned it, or what the fuck?
Who knows what lives
Pressure
inside?
washed the cave.
What
But
the
water get me all of my health points back.
A long rest would give all you. Yeah.
Yep.
At the
Yeah, I mean-
at the mining camp, we could just rest at the mining camp. Wait for
There are
wait for-
barracks there at the mining camp, and they'd probably let you stay.
I
as
mean, I
opposed
drive
to
the
traveling
cart,
at
so
night.
they know me.
He's like, I want more content.
Yeah. So like that cart guy wants to give up a bunch of bunks for his buddies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let him.
I I'm down
But there's
to-
also the Dokes Farm, which I mean
Yeah.
is near the cave. I'm not Dokes.
True.
Dolan. The Dolan Farm is near the cave.
Yeah, the
And,
the
they
Dolan
were
farm was-
very.
Yeah, the one who wanted to get. We saved them, so they wanted to give
Yeah,
us
so
like.
let's
yeah,
head
we
to
should
the
go
Dolan-
there. That's where we
Head to
should
the
go.
Dolan Farm. If it's too dark to go to the cave, we can stay, or we can like maybe go to the cave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. 100%.
All right, so we're heading there.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make it to Dolan's Farm without any sort of trouble.
Okay.
As you guys approach that one surviving farmhand, whose name I've got here somewhere, because
I thought I was going to leave that place. I thought it would be abandoned.
They must have cleaned up their shitty, bloody
Hmm.
out hut.
Yeah.
Sanos. The
Santos.
one, they've cleaned the place up pretty good. Sanos is was the surviving farmhand, and he sees, like, he steps outside. He's got like a maul in his hand as you guys approach. When he sees you guys, though, he relaxes, and he's just like, "Hey, we saw you guys
Good
pass
evening.
by before earlier today. We were hoping you'd stop by."
Well,
Well, we're here.
here we
Yeah,
are.
the
Wanted to make
the
sure
bo-
how you're doing.
boss and her husband were like, I'm sure they're going to be really happy to see you. Hey, those guys are, he says, and Janice comes out, and she's like, "Oh, you're just in time for dinner.
Come
on in. Did they?
Her in, definitely. For some
Yeah.
dinner, for
Yeah,
sure.
she's like,
Dinner
come in.
sounds
She's
good.
like, oh, you have this. The young lady is missing, but you seem to have replaced her with this this very
He's-
strange looking
he's a-
dwarf. Hello,
He's
sir.
a dwarf.
Hello.
He's all white and shiny.
Sweet scales.
Do you mind if he puts his boar in
Are you
your
in-
barn? You have a barn?
We do have a barn. Yes, you can absolutely put the boar in the barn. And Sanos can take care of the cart and the mules if you'd like.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I like rub a little blood off the horns of the boar. I'm like, oh, don't mind this.
She's like, so you have you have some sort of dragon blood heritage, eh?
Yes, ma'am.
That's fascinating. I haven't seen that in a dwarf in some time.
We're from a ways away from here.
Oh, and you ride a boar.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
from up the
Cavalry, first
tundra
time.
area, huh?
Sorry?
You were raised in the tundra?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's very good to meet you. I'm Janice Dolan.
And you're from around here?
For quite a while now, and she's a half elf.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like when I met my husband many years ago. This is where he lived, and I came, and I've been here ever since. Probably about 30 years now.
Being that I don't make friends very easily, thank you for dinner.
You're welcome.
No, I'm not.
I know you guys probably don't want to talk about the cave, but has anyone?
Well, isn't that why you came?
That is why we came. But have you guys sent anyone to? Has there anyone entered the cave since
Did
we've
you
been there?
pressure wash it? Did you pressure wash the cave?
It's not what I was
Well,
asking.
Andwald had asked a traveler to pass a message on to Emberfall, asking for someone to come and check it out. I mean, we were hoping it would be you, but we would have accepted. We would have accepted any help at all.
When did you send that message?
2 nights ago.
So was that message
Maybe it got
from
lost
Darren?
on the rut road.
Perhaps. It's just good fortune that you're here. Sanos. He can tell you. And the hand comes back over. And he's like, yeah, I've seen signs that goblins have been like in the area. They're skirting wide around the farm. They haven't come and bothered us or anything. They seem to be staying away from the farm.
What about the cave? Are they coming from the cave?
Possibly, like right near the cave. A few nights ago, I smelled burning wood. What smelled like I hate to say it, kind of like barbecue, and there was smoke coming out of the woods. So I went out and I saw a large bonfire in a clearing, and the goblins were like throwing, what appeared to be like those bodies that were left in the cave into the fire. And like I said, I came back and they told me they didn't, the Dolans didn't want me going any closer. They didn't want me coming back out there, and I didn't want to leave them. And no one wanted to leave. Everyone wants to stay. So like I said, we told that passing traveler to send message to Emberfall. We wanted someone to investigate.
That was probably the best course of action. Good scouting, by the way. I
Thanks.
think our plan here is to if you guys can put us up for the night, and we'll go in and investigate that cave for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I'm a little worried Andwald hasn't come back yet. He was out but at that moment, he comes back in, you hear him up on the porch and he comes in. The farmer guy. And he's happy to see you guys as well. He's just like, oh, they did send you. I'm glad.
Well, yeah, sure. We're here.
So she puts on a nice dinner. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's very tasty.
Good.
Yeah, some nice fresh
So
vegetables.
this isn't the place
some
where I remember.
rabbits.
Is this the same hut that was covered in feces and blood?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like,
Impression.
no, we exactly. We cleaned it up really well. I've got some decent skill with herbalism and such, and I made a nice wash.
Yeah, I try to block that out as I'm eating.
It's a
Trying not to
potpourri.
remember. I'm trying
Yeah.
not to remember the shit everywhere,
Yeah, 100%.
and I tear into the food.
And I also have I have a present for you. Come back. I've replenished. I made some more potions, and I've got one for each of you, including the young lady. But I suppose you can give it to her later if you need to.
Sure, we can do
And
that.
she gives you guys 4 healing potions. I suppose if the dwarf needs
Let
it,
Barris double up. Well, just let Barris double up for now. Then
Yeah,
I have a question.
we can
The
save
dwarf
it for
completely
next.
understands. I get. He's kind of perplexed with his hospitality.
yeah, ask away.
I had a tonic. Did we ever figure out what that tonic was?
It's a health potion, I think.
Was it?
There's a handout in our journal.
The basic tonic, grants 2d4 plus 2 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
last
right,
for
that's
10 minutes or until you lose them by taking damage.
All
And you can't use more than one in an 8-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, your heart
Your head
explodes.
explodes.
Or something. Yeah.
Too many Red Bulls.
It's a
Exactly.
Four Locos.
15 minutes left. What do you want to do with the last 15 minutes? Do you want to do our long rest quick, go to the cave and fight, or do you want to not start the fight?
I think the biggest thing is Scott won't be here, so if we go into a cave, you know what I'm saying? Scott's not.
Right, but
Sure.
Fee could maybe be back next week. So
Maybe he can be scared of going underground.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier, and then
I mean, he just was
and then
underground.
he either leaves.
I know.
and then-
That brought back that gave him flashback.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. And
He
then
was like, "No, I
leaves,
can
you
do this. I can do this."
know. He
Vietnam
leaves, and then
flashbacks.
while we're all sleeping, he's like, "Leave." Done or something.
I head back to tell your friend where you guys are at because I'm not going to that cave.
I'm gonna ask the people here
Yeah.
if they have any weapons I could use.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit! You don't even have a.
got any extra quarter staff?
Somebody didn't
lying
want to
around?
stop into Emberfall. Or not Emberfall, Emberfall.
Umber did fall.
What
He
it-
fell.
what would you like? Janice asks. So, you know, would you? I have a staff. I have a short sword back from my youth.
Somebody needs a new staff.
We've got
Yeah, Varys does
Thanos
it.
has his maul. Although I mean, I doubt he'd want to part with it.
You have a sword, you said?
I have a short sword. I'd be more than happy to give you. I don't use it anymore. I had no personal attachment to it. I do have other stuff I'm personally attached to, but
Yeah, if you don't mind, I could definitely use it.
not at all. She goes. It's like hanging on the wall. She goes and takes it down. She she holds it out and stuff. Turns it up. She hands it to you. She's like, "There you go."
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have a sheath or anything? Maybe something I can.
Oh,
attach to
silly
my
me!
belt?
Absolutely. Hang on.
Thank you so much.
She goes to this large hope chest looking thing, and she kind of rummages around. She pulls that out. She's like, "There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome."
So I think that's it.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, you know what? It's probably a good thing that you're going to go to sleep because that'll give you a long rest.
Yeah, give me all that.
And if you noticed in the chat a little earlier, I put down 263 experience points, which is what you got for fighting those dudes and their dog, and for messing around with the device there.
How much was
And
it?
when you add that, 263.
Level 3.
Yeah, you guys. That means you guys make
1009.
level 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could even spend the last 14 minutes talking about level.
Choose some characters.
Let's do that.
Character management.
Yeah,
Do that. Hell yeah.
What are we at? 909?
909. Yeah.
909.
909.
Nano.
All right. Well, since all of us are we're gonna have to all take different archetypes now. We'll actually be different.
Yeah.
We'll be different monks. Not all the same.
That'll
I'm
be
subclassing
nice.
So I just get it's a normal short sword. There's no benefit or anything to it.
Doesn't appear to be.
It doesn't appear to be.
It's a plus 100 sword.
Here. So what can I roll to make sure I know that there's nothing?
You could roll an Arcana check, or you could just sit with it for taking your long rest.
For how long?
Has the same for like an hour. It gives you the same
All right, I'll do that.
the same benefit as Identify.
Yep.
It's just a really nice sword.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's like a sword with +5 to attack, something like that, right? Yeah.
If your strength's like 20, yeah. Or with like a 17 strength and your proficiency bonus plus.
Wear the shadow. Wear the 4 elements. What are you gonna do, Nif?
I don't know. Where can I find these?
Right here.
Are they in roll 20 at all?
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their class.
What do I type in? I mean, I'm looking at the monk page. And are they there?
Wait for what?
For this level 3, like
Archetype. So you're gonna get deflect missiles.
Sure.
Yeah. If you read through it, you're gonna get deflect missiles, but you're gonna have to
Right.
choose an archetype like a
That's
tradition. So
Right.
you're gonna do like
those
way
are
the
listed.
open.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see those. now.
Way of the
Way
open hand, way of the shadow, way of the 4 elements, and then Zanzathar's has like 2 other ones that you can choose from, or 3 maybe. I think it's like way of the drunken fool, way of the sun, or something like that, and I can't remember the other one. So I'd take a second to look at it.
Way of the Open Hand is the only one that's 20, by looking it up, because it's the only one that's in the SRD.
All right. What about a web page, a website that I can look at real quick?
I'm sure there's a PDF that you can
Oh,
find if you just type in 5th edition's PDF into Google, just to find it.
You don't even need to do that. You don't even need to do that. Hang on a second.
Just so everybody is clear on my end, I'm going way of the 4 elements.
Way of the 4 elements.
Yeah.
I just typed in the chat the Unearthed Arcana 3 ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was doing Way of the Kensei. Okay.
Yeah, that was
it
one.
Kensei?
That was another one. Yeah, where you turn like your weapon into a weapon. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna put all this stuff in later, but we do need to roll for health. So we us three will be rolling a D8
Plus your con modifier, right?
All right, I got the
That's
average.
good.
I got the average anyway.
Plus your con.
Plus my con, so 2, so that's 7 added up. So I'm at 24. Ooh! Hitting them crits, though.
8, nice.
Damn.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
good.
God.
What are you at now?
It's a good PDF.
I
Oh
don't
my
want.
god.
25.
25. Okay, so you're one ahead of me.
I'm so worried.
This is crappy stuff.
Oh!
No! Why?
How much health do you have?
How many crits?
Did you create fail on that one?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
I got 3 points of health. God, man.
You just
Please.
Everybody throw abilities.
Dude,
That's-
you willed that into existence, though.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we end the show there? We'll do our post show and we can talk about what we want to do or as monks and stuff and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Cool.
What we're gonna do is monks and
And
stuff.
stuff, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. We probably won't do you guys want to do I can put stuff in chat for you guys on terms of like where to find you guys and all that kind of thing, all that kind of stuff. But Scott, we do want to say thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you jumping in as a guest and having fun with us. And making the show possible, really. So,
Thanks for having me. Thank you for letting me have a.
yeah, it's a blast. All right, guys, we are gonna go. Go ahead, probably.
So he kicked ass. It was fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
the board did some work as well
Yeah,
as
it
Dome there, so it was awesome.
Yeah, man.
All right, we're gonna go film the post show. That will be up later tonight. Much love to you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We will be back hopefully next week. Thanks, guys.
Good boy.
Bye.
Good boy.